Okay, this is March 2nd, 2011, and we're going to take a look here at what's going on. So this is the 4-hour chart here, and we still are working with this inverse head and shoulders pattern. The target is up here around 39.53. We also have an ABC pattern to the upside, a recent one, fibbing from this low to this high, off the 38.2. Now, because we're off the 38.2, price can still come down and test the 61.8 or 786 and still be an ABC pattern to the upside. So that's where it gets kind of tricky. But the actual target at the current moment, as long as price stays above this area here and doesn't come down and test the 786 or the 61.8, the current target would be on a 4-hour ABC pattern. The target is 40.29. The inverse head and shoulders target is 39.53. So looking longer term, those are longer term targets. And that's if price remains above this level here. If price comes down to the 61.8 or 786, those targets will change. And so again, how do we trade this? We drop to the lower time frames. And I wanted to mention also that price did come down and just about test the 50 EMA, which normally it does. The 50 EMA acts as a magnet, and most times the price will test the 50 EMAs. So let's drop down to the smaller time frames, and let's take a look at this 1-hour chart. See what we have here. So we have an ABC to the upside. Now, at first we had, let's put this day separator on here. 3 days ago we had the ABC to the upside off the 50% retracement. And price did continue up, but then it came down, tested the 61.8 and tested the 786. So we still have the ABC to the upside, only C has now moved from here to here. So this is our A, this is B, and now this is C. And we can see that also on, the 30-minute chart. And this is where you have to be careful trading the ABC patterns. Is what I do a lot of times is put a small stop below C. As we've seen here, we've seen the ABC here. And when I trade this, I'll put a small stop below here, anticipating a possible move down further to one of these levels, the 61.8 or 786, to where I can possibly get a better price should price come below this C that it made off the 50% retracement. So there's our AB. C was here, price rallied up, came back down, tested the 61.8 and the 786, forming a base here first at the 61.8. Wasn't quite able to sustain it, and now formed a base and rallied here at the 786, which is now C. Okay, so just to recap that, you can have an ABC off of a 50, a 38.2, but always anticipate at those levels that there is a good possibility that we could still test the 61.8 or 786 for a C entry also. Now, where is the target on this? As long as price stays above this 786 here at 37.41, the target is then the actual D target is 38.84. Okay, so how are we going to get there? Well, this is the 30-minute chart. So we're going to drop down to a smaller time frame. and we're going to look for ABC patterns on the 15-minute chart or the 5-minute chart. This is the 15-minute chart. So if you're not already in this trade with profits booked, stops at break even, moving stops up, that's fine, because there are other possible areas for you to enter at, and that would be looking at the 15-minute or the 5-minute chart, and you just simply fib from the most recent low to high. Let's just fib here to here, and look for a pullback to maybe this 200 EMA yellow line here on the 15-minute chart, or the 38.2, 61.8, one of these fib levels here. But because this 200 EMA is sitting here at the 50% and the 50 is just below it, the 50 EMA, that could be a good possible entry. Okay. And switching down to the 5-minute chart, you'll see that your entries could be different according to the 5-minute chart, with the 50 EMA up here higher and the 200 EMA below it. So what we're looking for is just a pullback, a retracement for a possible entry long, again, if you're not already in the trade. And another way you can get yourself into a trade if you've missed it is watch for bull flags to form on these smaller time frames. Possible bull flag forming here, 15-minute, not yet. But on a 5-minute chart, we're seeing a bull flag here. But that's a lot more risky than waiting on a pullback. So, and one thing I wanted to mention is we have a lot of data out this week. So, you know, protect your trades, have stops, do test trades. I've been doing test trades. When I see an entry point, I've been putting a lot smaller stops. Because the price is, you know, at any moment with all the data we have coming out and things going on, your trades can go bad quickly. So, just to recap then, looking for a pullback for a possible long if you're not already in an ABC long trade, or looking for a bull flag to form to enter the trade off of, possibly, and keep an eye out on the datas to be released today. It's going to be a crucial week in the news end of currency trading, so keep an eye out for that. Okay, this is the Daily Outlook for March 2nd, 2011.